Are you ready? Because we're going 5 pounds down every 4 weeks in 2022. And today I've got a quick burn toning party for us. Grab your lightest dumbbells and let's go. All right, Killer Bees, let's go ahead and get moving and grooving. And that means that we're gonna have our dumbbells completely out of the way and we're getting started with some arm circles with high knees. You guys, welcome to the workout. I'm Pahla B. I'm your best middle-aged fitness friend. And around here, we are all about making peace with your menopausal body by finding a healthy weight and moving in ways that feel like self-love. And you know what feels like self-love? Losing weight with the 5-0 method, where every day we do 5 things that make us say, oh, I had no idea that losing weight could be this fun. I know, usually I say easy, but sometimes it's fun because we're eating the right number of calories, which is not necessarily less than you were eating before. We are drinking the right amount of water, which is half your body weight in pounds, in ounces of water. We are getting the right amount of sleep, which means that we're going to bed at the same time every night and getting up at the same time every morning and not really worrying about how much in between that was actual sleep. Let's go ahead and do some arm crossers with booty kickers. We are also exercising moderately, which is not necessarily more than you were doing before. In fact, for some of us, it's quite a bit less. And we're managing our mind by finding our thoughts and figuring out whether or not they are helpful. And today's very helpful thought is it's actually a bit of a meditation. Let me just warn you, I've got some fun for us today. I want you to actually be thinking about this helpful thought while we are working out. And I'm gonna tell you what it is, but I'm actually gonna tell you about the workout first. I've got the handy dandy gym boss that for intervals of 30 seconds. We're gonna go pairs of exercises while we have our lightest dumbbells in hand, or possibly not. Depending on where you are with your fitness and weight loss journey, it might be appropriate to be empty-handed today. I've also got some super fun, motivating music for us that, by the way, let's go ahead and do some Welcome to My Homes, I'm not listening to, so I'm very likely to be offbeat while we are dancing and having fun today. Don't let that throw you off your game. You enjoy your workout because that's what we're meditating on today. Today's helpful thought is I do this because I love blank. I really want you to think about filling in the blank there. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this particular workout? Why are you doing this weight loss journey? Why are you doing really anything that you're doing in your life? You do it because you love something. What is it that you love? Let's think about that. And while we're thinking about it, let's grab our lightest dumbbells if you want to, and let's get walking. Come on, there we go. And 30 seconds of rest. Bring your heart rate down a little bit. Sometimes when we're walking with weights, this cardio toning can be right at the edge of moderate, so we've got plenty of rest built in today. When it beeps again, we're gonna do toy soldiers. That's gonna have hands up overhead, and we're gonna reach our opposite kicking foot towards our opposite reaching hand. That might be too much. Feel free to drop your weights. I do this because I love cardio. I love to feel my heart rate come up. Here we go with toy soldiers. seconds of rest. You know, I do this because I love to exercise, and that was not always the case. There were many, I'm gonna say many years where I didn't like to exercise at all. It was my least favorite thing, the thing I really avoided at all costs, but now I love it. You guys, when it beeps again, we're doing reach across, which is exactly what it sounds like. We're just gonna reach across our body while tapping that same foot out to the side. Ding dongs. Here's 30 seconds of rest. Great job. You know, I also do this because I love my kids. And I know that not everything we do as parents actually shows love for our children. But one of the things that I love about exercising, about keeping fit, is I feel like I'm a good role model for my kids, that I can show them that this is how you fit in a healthy lifestyle while also just living your life and having fun. Here we go with forward hinge arm flappers. Job. Here's 30 seconds of rest. You know, I also do this because I love my husband, but I love my extended family. I know I'm getting reaching for some low-hanging fruit here on these, because of course we love our families, but isn't it interesting how doing something for yourself can be a way that you show love for somebody else? You guys, when it beeps again, we're doing Papa squat. It's a little bit of a squat, not necessarily a full squat, and a reach up overhead. And 30 seconds of rest. Whew, doggies, okay. I also do this because I love the endorphins. I know, I'm not actually gonna tell you something every single time. I am just thinking in my mind of the things that I love to do and the things that I love about exercising. And I love that feeling when I'm done with it. When it beeps again, we're doing day breaks, hands overhead, swaying from side to side while we're thinking about Barry Manilow singing that song from the 70s. And 30 seconds of rest. Okay, you guys, that was our whole circuit, and we're gonna go back through the circuit completely backwards. Okay, I know, and here's what I love about this. I do this because I love using my brain in conjunction with my body, because it means that I have to read backwards on my whiteboard. It means that we're starting with those dancing X's and then the day breaks before we get another break. I love thinking about this. Seconds of rest. Okay, so I know that pair really specifically, especially because we did it 2 times in a row, totally got your shoulders feeling it. Here's the thing about moderate workouts, make it moderate for you. Want to drop your weights for a while and then pick them back up again? That's totally fine. When it beeps, we're going to do booty kicker, elbow swings, and we're pairing those with those forward hinge arm flappers. So you figure out what feels best and most like love to you while we're doing this work. Seconds of rest. Did you catch my mistake? You guys, well, that was the wrong pair. I said I was going backwards up the list instead of down. I totally skipped over a pair. You guys, I do this because I love modeling for you that making a mistake doesn't mean anything is wrong with your workout. Hey, when it beeps, we're doing the pair of half jacks plus papa squats that I totally skipped over, which is funny because I actually love those exercises. So here we go with half jacks. and 30 seconds of rest. Okay, you guys, coming up next, we're doing those ding-dongs plus the reach across. Okay, speaking of exercises that I love to do, that's why it was really easy to come up with today's helpful thought. These are a lot of my favorite exercises. I love to do ding-dongs. I love to do reach across. I also love to check in with myself and see how this workout is feeling. If you think you could do this exact level of work tomorrow, then you're right on track. Seconds of rest. Okay, but if you feel like you couldn't do this exact same thing tomorrow, I ran out of time. If you feel like you couldn't do this exact same thing tomorrow, take it down a notch, 2 notches, 3 notches, 4 notches. My friends, we do this because we love being consistent, making sure that you could still do this or something exactly like it again tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. When it beats, we're doing those low swinging heel digs, which was so hard to get into last time, but here we go. Seconds of rest. And yes, as a matter of fact, my face does hurt from all this smiling. You guys, I do this because I love to move my body. It just feels so good to have my arms and my legs moving, my heart pumping, my lungs reaching for air. I love the way this feels. It's so different from sitting and thinking, which is what I do the rest of the day, and I'm sure you do too. You guys, wouldn't it be, again, we're doing twisting kicks. Make sure your core is pulled in. seconds of rest. Yes, we're done, but my friends, we're not finished. Go ahead and put those weights down, down, down. I've got one final thing for us. We're gonna bring our heart rate down just a little bit, and then we are going to practice our balance, because nothing finishes a party like a little bit of balance practice. Am I right? Nothing finishes a great 5-day series like a little bit of balance practice. We're gonna do front kick, back kick, which is exactly what it sounds like. I am gonna go one whole interval on one side and one whole interval on the other side. You can help yourself to moderating, making this work for you however you want to. I've been practicing my balance for years, and I cannot stress this enough. First of all, it's still this wobbly, and second of all, I'm still practicing. Therefore, you should practice at whatever rate, whatever pace, whatever feels best for you and is appropriate for you. You do this because you love yourself. Here we go on the other side. When you love yourself, my friends, you don't beat yourself up for not being as good as the girl on the screen. Maybe you congratulate yourself for being better than the girl on the screen. That's totally okay with me. But you also don't listen to that voice that says you weren't good enough, this wasn't enough, you're no good at this. You love yourself enough to just be where you are. This is where you are with your balance. And frankly, this is where you are with your balance today. Some days I'm way better than this, and some days I'm way worse. And all the days right now, we're better than done, we're finished. You guys, what a great toning party that was. Let's go ahead and cool it down with some arm circles. Feels so good to say that we got these 5 days in. No matter where you are on your fitness and weight loss journey, this has been a really good 5 days that is completely repeatable until our next 5-day series, which will be in, well, not really 4 weeks from now, like 3.5 weeks from now. The 4th Monday, I will do another 5-day series. I'm trying to think about how to explain that best. Every 4th Monday, I have a new 5-day series in all of 2022. We're going 65 pounds down for the year, 5 pounds at a time. My friends, let's open it up. Ah, that felt so good today. And then we close it up. Give yourself a hug and a pat on your sweaty, beautiful back. You guys, you know what? I do this because I love you, because I love that I can help you get where you want to go. I've got all the tools you need. In fact, I've got a great video right here that explains everything you need to know about losing weight at 50 and beyond so that you can get where you want to go, especially this year. My friends, thank you so much for working out with me. Make sure that before you go, you hit that subscribe button, and no matter what video you watch tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow.